Hey, what's up y'all? I'm your guy, and today we're going to be touching on 5 reasons why we should budget. Number 5, emergencies. If we can be sure about one thing in life, it's the fact that happens. You have a car, own a computer, cheated on your wife, man, whatever the case may be, it's our jobs to put ourselves in a better position to deal with it. And that's one of the first key elements about a budget. You establish a fund for your emergencies. We all know it's gonna happen at some point in time. Let's go ahead and start putting some aside for whenever it happens. Number 4, it shines the light on some of the nonsense. Now there's a lot of nonsense that we don't know that we're spending our money on. And you won't know it unless you lay out your budget. And let me give you an example for me personally. Once I started getting into the groove of laying out my budget and actually having the discipline to go through with it, at least halfway, I downloaded an app to my phone. And after I would get a receipt, I would add it right onto the app. And at the end of every week, I would look back on it and I would kind of see the categories of where my money was going. And a large proportion of it was going to snacks. Your everyday corner store. That's where my money was going. That little $5 here, $2 there, $3 here, you know what I mean? Those little bitty crumbs add up over time, so just be mindful. And that'll bring me to my next point. Number 3, discipline. When you lay out that budget, there's no guesswork involved. You know exactly what you can and cannot afford. And whatever you can afford, you know exactly how long it's gonna take you to get there. One thing about money, it has to have discipline. It don't mean nothing to make $1 million if it's just gonna be gone tomorrow. So once you start to get into your own little groove and you start to see the growth, oh, it's a whole nother game then. Number 2, communication. And this can apply to parents and children or your own relationship partner. Now y'all know how we get when we start to talk about money. Exactly. And that's one of the best things about a budget, is that it opens the doorway for communication. Now for parents, it gives your children a foundation for their financial education. And as for relationship partners, it takes your relationship to an entirely new level. Like, it's to the point that if you're committed to and comfortable enough with someone to talk about your finances and lay out how y'all gonna come up together, then you are comfortable enough with that person. You are committed enough to that person to marry him. Plain and simple. Think about it. How many of your boyfriends or girlfriends have you talked about your paycheck with?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Exactly. When y'all can get on a level where y'all can comfortably communicate about money without anyone feeling inferior or insecure, then y'all are on that level. Congratulations if you are, because there ain't too many out there that is. And finally, number 1, it keeps your eyes on the prize. Yeah, it's one thing to say you want something, but it's another thing to actually lay out a plan and take those steps to actually try to get it. And that's exactly what you're doing with a budget. You're laying out a plan. So whatever financial goal or really whatever goal you have, you can lay out a budget to reach that goal. And like I said earlier, with a budget, there's no guesswork involved. It's already laid out. Really, there's nothing to it but the time it takes to get there. Well, that and...
Stop the car!
But you get my point, right? Alrighty, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the 2nd episode of Millennial Money Moves. I really do appreciate you for watching this episode. Please leave your thoughts and comments below. And until next time, I'm your guy.